Yo, what's poppin', my people? It's your big homie Crooks the Great, aka Big Unc Crooks, and I'm back at you guys with another banger of a UFC 5 video. Because in today's video, we're going to be breaking down a boxing match between Romero 17 and none other than the granddaddy of UFC content himself, Martial Mind. Now, this video popped up as a live notification for me, or a notification from Martial Mind. So I figured, you know what? Let's peep it out. Let's watch it. Let's break it down live. And let's see how Martial Mind does up against Romero 17. Now, you guys see there's already 7 seconds off the clock, but, you know, we're not going to go back. So Romero is going to be using Muhammad Ali, and Martial Mind is going to be using Tom Aspinall. So I'm going to play this just a little bit right here, and I'm going to pause it throughout and talk about what I see and what I don't see and some of the things that Martial Mind is saying. Just a little FYI or a little caution to you guys. There's going to be some cussing in this video, so if you don't like cussing, then I suggest you exit out left right now because, yeah, you're going to have to listen to it. You feel me? So let's go ahead and do it.
All right, what are we doing? We are boxing. This is not going to be like other showcases, man. I can't talk too much fighting this motherfucker. So I hit him up.
I want y'all to see how focused Martial Mind is right here. This level of focus is a look that every sweaty player, you can't see their face obviously when you're fighting them, but this is the look of a sweaty player right here. Somebody that is really focused on what they are doing. They're not playing no games. Martial Mind looks like he's got $100 on the line right now that he's trying to use to feed his family, bro. So, you know, he's focused up. He's kind of talking like this, kind of going between his words. So I'll let you know. He's petrified of Romero's fighting style, but let's go ahead and continue.
Streaming. I hit him up and I told him I want to do a boxing only match with him. Best of 3, boxing only. And he first fighter he goes with is Muhammad Ali, and right away he is trying to give me the Ali experience right here. A lot of jabs, backing up, moving his head. That's what to expect.
Ugh.
Do I need to introduce Romero? I mean, you guys already know how good this man is.
I don't like what I'm seeing from Martial.
Best players on this fucking planet.
Okay, I really don't like what I'm seeing from Martial. Okay, so this coming from me, a boxer, somebody who that has been boxing since UFC 4. I have made plenty of videos on this. If y'all don't know about me, you better ask somebody or go and search in my archives. You feel me? From UFC 4. But I've been boxing, so I know a thing or two. You feel me? I don't like this approach from Martial Mind. With a guy like Muhammad Ali, okay, since he's so quick with the footwork as he was in real life, he is in the game as well. You can't give him space to operate, right? You have to try to crowd him as much as possible. So what Martial's doing is he's allowing Romero to, you know, do all these slips, you know what I mean? Do all these slips, pop jabs off, and utilize that quick lateral footwork of Muhammad Ali because he's afraid of what's coming back. Right? And that's not the way, if you're going to be boxing somebody, you should approach fights like this. Now, I get Romero 17 is considered one of the best players in the world, but it doesn't matter. It has been proven in these last 2 league fights, right? Well, in his fight with GOAT 1099 and his fight with Nas UFC, Romero can lose and be not battered, but beaten on the feet. He can be caught with shots. You cannot give people too much respect in a fight. And that's what Martial's doing here. He has this big thing of respect for Romero that he's literally kind of freezing up and not throwing anything and just really allowing Romero to move around and pop jabs. It's not what you want to do. So you can already see the mistake that he's making.
So this is not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. Nigga, stop running around, motherfucker.
It ain't gonna be easy, but you gotta stop him.
He's trying to do the what is it called? You know, Ali. Dance like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Motherfucker, bro.
All right, now I want to stop it right here because I want something happened a second ago that really also kind of got why he's gonna have a little bit of trouble with Romero. When you trap somebody like Muhammad Ali up against the fence, you have to understand they're trying to move laterally, right? If you're gonna box, they're trying to move laterally. They're trying to move laterally, right? You have to throw body hooks. You either have to throw body hooks or hooks up to the head, because if you don't, then they're going to major lunge off to one side and you're going to guess. You're going to lose. You're going to allow them to get a free escape. You're going to basically allow them a lane to exit if they don't feel the threat of a hook coming. And what it's also going to do is when you start working those body hooks, it's going to either one, make them start to block counter uppercut you, which is going to open up an opportunity for you to slip counter, or two, it's going to open up an opportunity for you to pull counter uppercut them or pull counter body shot them, whatever you want to do as well. But you have to provide them reads like that to make them switch off of the game plan that they have. And that's not really what Marshall looks like he's really wanting to do right now. He's more of going with straight strikes, and it's not going to work.
Can't hit him. Beach. You beach, nigga. Come here.
I don't know what's up with the language.
Romero, I gotta like overthink everything. Like usually I would go for an uppercut right there, but I thought he was gonna pull back, which is why I went for the cross. So I gotta. He fucking makes me overthink every goddamn fucking thing.
I'm telling y'all, the language of Marshall Mind in this video is
trying to see where the openings are.
It's dope to see, but
off on him so he can counter me with some shit.
The language, hey, I really mess with it. I really fucks with it because this is a side of Marshall that I feel like everybody would see in real life. The proper, you know, I'm not gonna cuss and all this stuff like that. Marshall, you're not gonna see that Marshall a lot. This is probably the personable Marshall Mind that you're gonna see if you meet him in person. You know what I mean? I like it.
I need to go study again how GOAT strikes with this guy. I need to. Because GOAT is not this cautious. He's not nowhere near as cautious as I am. And he's significantly more successful.
Now, I want to pause it before. Sorry, I know I'm pausing a lot, but I want to pause it right here because this is going to be really important information. GOAT has a lot of success against Romero because he's not as fearful of Romero's offense coming back as Marshall Mind is being. When I have played Romero and I've had success, it's because I'm willing to exchange it. I'm willing to exchange in the pocket with him. I'm willing to make it a little bit more difficult for him to make his reads. And that's what allows guys like GOAT, guys like Nas, guys like myself to have success against Romero, is when you're not just afraid of him, afraid of what's coming back, that you just don't throw any offense. That's what allows you to have success. You don't want to allow him to dictate. You don't want to allow anybody in UFC 5 to dictate the pace to you. Because if they do that, you're going to lose every single time, especially against guys that are smart like Romero. They're going to work you every single time. So that's why GOAT 1099 has had a lot of success against Romero, because he understands I can't let him get too comfortable. If I let him get too comfortable, it's going to be problems. There's going to be problems. So let me do everything that I can to make him feel uncomfortable. And if that means sometimes me walking into shots or taking a little bit of damage, then so be it. You feel what I'm saying? And that's really not what's happening too much right here.
And I just don't see, like, I don't know what the path is. I actually want to see Romero and GOAT do this. Like, man, I say this all the time. Look, I don't even know who won that round. You guys can let me know. And he's streaming, but yeah, so I would love to see more of this, where really high-level players isolate the skill and just fight on that plane, you know? A boxing match between Romero and Go. You know what I mean?
Marshall, I've been doing this since UFC 4, buddy. I've been doing this since UFC 4, Marshall. I've been boxing. I did a video boxing with Cub Swanson. I did a video boxing with Arnold Allen. I've done plenty of boxing videos. I've even made boxing videos with Korean Zombie on UFC 5, bro. He wants to see more content creators doing it. Well, you came to the right channel, buddy, because this is what I've been doing for the last 3 years.
Well, boxing match between... I definitely want to see just a boxing match between someone like GOAT versus Nas. I'd love to see it. Just
be an ass whooping.
Boxing. That's it. No wrestling, no kicking, straight boxing. I'm not taking advantage of some of these counters, man. I wish I had parry so I can... Smarty pants, bro.
All right, now you guys see what's happening right here is now Romero's dictating because he was allowed to dictate the pace in the first round. Now he has switched it up and started to apply pressure. So now he's really just outpacing Marshall. He's making Marshall have to adjust to his pace, which is never a good thing to do because if you're constantly playing to somebody else's rhythm, like I said, they're going to make you pay. They're going to make you pay, and that's why Marshall is getting kind of just picked apart this round. He's not really throwing anything too damaging back. If you guys don't see that, like he's not really throwing anything too threatening to GOAT because he feels uncomfortable, or towards Romero because he feels uncomfortable. And Romero's doing a really good job of mixing it up, high-low, 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 because he realizes that he's the one that's setting the tempo. And this is what I try to preach to you guys all the time. You have to be able to break tempo striking when it needs to be broken. And it would do Marshall a lot of justice, or a lot more. He would be doing a lot better if he was able to understand that and be like, hey, you know what? I need to switch it up. Even if it means I get caught with something, I need to switch it up because this guy is just literally doing whatever he wants. He's hitting me whenever he wants. He's mixing it up high-low, and it's not going to go well.
Yeah, I wish I had parries because, like, I'm now forced into either moving my head, which then leaves me open to some other shit, or blocking the jabs. And he is firing them off like crazy, bro.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good. And you look at the way Romero is fighting, man. It's beautiful from an offensive standpoint, but from a defensive standpoint, what's going on?
Caught him with that. What? Well, nigga, you're about to get cut yourself. You already know it.
Ugh.
Fuck these damn jabs, bro.
Gotta slip him. There's no slips. There's no slips coming from Marshall. There isn't. So why is Romero gonna change it up? There's finally a slip.
I will block counter the fuck out of you, Romero.
Look at Marshall's face. He's starting to get frustrated. That is the look of a frustrated fighter, not gonna lie.
Yeah, nigga. You better respect that.
Why he blinked so much after he said that? why he blinked so much after he said that? Come on, Marshall.
There we go. You better respect it like I respect you, motherfucker. Motherfucker.
Okay. All right. Look, I was gonna do this whole fight, but I forgot this fight is like 15 minutes long, and we're about we're 15 minutes into the video. So we're gonna break this down into 2 parts, okay? So you guys see what's going on, right? Marshall Mine is not having a lot of success, okay? But he's not having a lot of success because he's allowing Romero to really dictate to him what's going on. And I know I've just been repeating this. He's not changing up the tempo. He's not making Romero feel like there's a threat coming back. So Romero is kind of just, moving his head, moving side to side, flowing like a butterfly, stinging like a bee with that jab, popping the jab off, popping the jab off, popping the jab off. Because Marshall's not moving his head, making him counter, double slip. Do something. Move your damn head. Looking like Donald Cerrone out there, Marshall. Looking like Donald Cerrone out there when Nate Diaz was just teeing off on this motherfucker's head the entire time. The entire time, bro. And I mean, you could see he's getting frustrated, bro. And he's trying to laugh it off, but it's frustrating getting your ass whooped like that. I'm not going to lie. It really is. I've had it done to me. Romero's done it to me. GOAT has done it to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got my ass whooped too, so I could tell you from experience. I don't like it. He don't like it. Nobody likes it. You know what I mean? But, hey, it is what it is. But, all right, my people, that's going to be it. We're going to break down the next 2 rounds, next 2 or 3 rounds in the next video. But let me know what you guys think of the video so far. Am I right or am I wrong with my analysis of what is going on in this fight so far? And how do y'all think this is going to end? What do y'all think that Marshall could have done better? Do you think he could have moved his head off? Do you think there's nothing he could have done? Maybe Romero's just that good? Or, maybe, I don't know. I want to hear what you guys think in the comment section. But let me know. But all right, my people, that's it for the video. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to slap that subscribe button as well as slap that like button. It'd be much appreciated. And until the next video, take it easy. Be safe. Enjoy the rest of your guys' day, afternoon, evening, depending on where you guys are watching this from. And I will see y'all later on.